Watching a black dog YouTube video and a black she dog on Twitter. And I'm an adopted child. I have tried to connect or reunify with my siblings who were separated to different families, and I'm finding all kinds of different unusual anomalies, including intelligence involvement in the split up of our families. Not to mention that probably some of it probably was warranted despite that. But, and because of that, I'm getting harassment, and some people are impersonating family members. You can see this is my real half brother. I have not met him in person. But you can clearly see he lives in Tampa, from Apollo Beach, Florida area. And then I got somebody, this is Don Vera. I don't think that he's anything to do with my side of the family. But there is a third one also. It was removed because I had to report it. And I was impersonating it, but he claimed to be from Ocean Beach, New Jersey. And that is where Benjamin Burnwood is, and I filed a case on them for arranging a sexual battery and assault publicly at the Cotillion Ballroom, arranged through this Edward Imhoff and through the birth father side of the family. I'm finding out, and the Ogles, or at least Diana Ogles' family. So we'll look at a messenger. This account's now shut off of Facebook. And as you can see, I got, oh my God, it looks like you. And I could clearly tell that this was a fake account that tried to spy on me. And it's not available because he's probably removed. But he also posted simulated child pornography on my Facebook page. So I could tell that he was a fake because this person obviously didn't know he was my half-brother. And so as you can see, this is the fake Adon Vera trying to post child pornography or simulated child pornography. It's not an actual photo, but it's making light of or a joke of little Debbie being raped. It's disgusting. So I know it's a fake account. And it got reported. And so that third account is gone. But what I did want to point out is another interesting connection. And that is the Charles Lieber, not Lieberman, excuse me, from Massachusetts. And this is the alleged professor that was arrested at Harvard for smuggling vials of biological research and lying about funds from these Chinese agents that were supposed students in Wuhan. No, it doesn't say in the DOJ website that it was coronavirus, but I think most people can. It wouldn't be hard to jump to those kinds of conclusions that it was probably COVID-19 being smuggled out, and they got caught. But what I did find interesting um, is this Kevin Vera. And you see here, oops. Right here is this middle name Vera. And it could be, I doubt it's his middle actual name. That's not a very common middle name. It could be a hyphenated, or he could have a hyphenated last name. That was the only clear connection that I could find, but I found that kind of slightly interesting. Of course, the birth father side of my family, Thomas Aaron Clark, who is a part of the Bubba Militia op, the pre-op to Oath Keepers. Then you get Chris Babcock here. I don't know Shaheen. I believe that there's a Gary Babcock that went to Robert Norham's church. These are the people that kidnapped my daughter. I can't say that they're related, or it could be a coincidence. Sheehan. I think there's even McClintocks on here, and I actually went to school with a Katie McClintock. Mom's Pat McClintock, but nothing, anything clearly directly connected to me at first picture. No, Thomas Aaron Clark on that affidavit that I have in a different video. You can look at my page on the Bubba Militia op. You'll find that it was signed by Zimmerman's. I think Christopher Zimmerman. But there's nothing any very clearly at first hand ties at all, other than the brief McCain. Oh, McCline. Kleins are related to Burnley, but I don't know if it's the same Kleins. And we'll find again Zimmerman. Again, very indirect. Don't want to be any guilt by association on this one, but kind of interesting. Either way, we will show that there could be an indirect connection, but nothing quite clearly significant on that one. But what I did find is that Professor Heard arrest, and you can pull up the DJ article. And a lot of websites only most of them are trying to say that there's no link between Lieber and coronavirus, but that's really debatable. They're not going to tell you in the Department of Justice if it is or was or those vials were coronavirus, but I could see where people could come to that kind of conclusion. And you can see it right here. Zhou Songxing, a Chinese national, was arrested on December 10th at the Boston Logan Airport, charged by criminal complaint with attempting to smuggle 21 vials of biological research to China. And of course, they were directly linked to Wuhan. Um, so I'm going to say on this one, they're probably lying and got caught. Um, but again, they're not going to tell you if it was COVID-19 that they smuggled. Um, but basically, Dr. Charles Lieber was actually the he was the head of the Department of Chemistry and Biology at Harvard, and he made false statements. Mostly, it was about getting money from these people. You also have Yank and Yi. He's surprised, making false statements. But yeah, I mean, they were smuggling vials. I mean, what do you think they're smuggling, guys? So it's kind of a shame. But they're not going to tell you that. And a lot of the mainstream news did not report. In fact, you have Reuters here saying it's a false headline. Harvard professor arrested for creating and selling the coronavirus. Well, he didn't create it and sell it, but he certainly probably did smuggle it to those students, or the research to students, and those students probably maybe got it into Wuhan. Who knows? But anyway, COVID-19 did exist quite a while ago. It had been found in monkeys that were used in research labs. A lot of news media will not tell you that they knew of the SARS-2 virus in monkeys. Of course, it does range from bats, supposedly, but but either way, the coronavirus shows up around the time that the smuggling is going on. It's not conspiracy news really at all. It's pretty reasonable to conclude that's probably likely what went on. But whatever. And then we of course have my ex's family, who was also used several years ago in where is the video? I got the video up here. These are some of my videos. Some of them are related to my stuff, and others are just different stuff. And we have evidence of Zimmerman involved with my ex in another video.
She lies and says that Peter Hagen
and we have him
is my attorney.
using the hospitals to kidnap me. Yeah, that's right. He kidnapped me, and several months before that, we have a video up here where he was a student at NHTI. He made threats to start war, threatens to stick people with the needles, and posted it on Craigslist. And he's related to Kavanaugh and Kennedy. His family also owns New England Audio Tech, that does business as Rainbow Productions. And of course, Benjamin Burnley, Godsmack, I think Metallica, some other bands are contracted with him. And so he is related to Hollis Clark Jr., goes by the name of Jib. But this is the Bubba Effect affidavit, also Bubba Militia, or Bubba Operation Bubba. And this is a pre-op, a war game op. So you can look at my other videos if you want. But yeah, the whole smuggling out of Harvard thing is probably not off the mark. That it was coronavirus or something else.